Hello my viewers. What I have here is a Garvee 5000 BTU window shaker, or window unit, as you really might want to call it. Anyway, Garvee sent this to me, probably after noticing that I'd done a video on their 9000 BTU mini split. A less than flattering one, but nevertheless it was a review. And well, we'll see if I can give them a favorable review on this window unit. I mean, really, if you think about it, I mean, a window unit, I mean, how can you miss, right? So, you know, we'll see. Because, I mean, you know, these window units are all, you know, don't really take any refrigeration, service experience or anything like that. It's all about just hooking it up in a window and plugging it in. It's all plug and play. Okay, so let's look at see what comes with this. So in here we have, let's see, a bag. Okay, it says stop on it. Okay, right here, right, as you can see, it says stop. Right, and it is the extended service protection warranty in here, and the I guess the instructions. It's good that they had put in some installation instructions, because you never know, there's little intricate things that are different from window shaker to window shaker. So, okay, we also have some insulation here, okay, that rolls out along the window. And let's see, here's the cord. Now the cord, a lot of these new window units have these on-off switches here, like a circuit breaker right here, okay, that's in the plug itself. And then, let's see, we have some, a bag here with some screws and a bracket, and have some other installation here that goes along the window. We'll see what the instructions say about that. And then we have right here, which every good window unit would have, is the bracket. Okay, so what we'll do here is I'll go use these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the instructions and configure this window unit as per the instructions. First, I'm going to, I guess, look at the instructions here. So the first thing here is where it has the top rail, that's this part here, to be installed. So let's see, we pull this styrofoam out. Sure wish there was a good way that American recyclers could really recycle styrofoam. They figured it out in places like India and that, but I don't know what happened, or Pakistan. I don't know what the deal is, but recyclers here in the United States seem to not get it. They don't see, you know, I don't know. They don't recycle it. And let's see here. Okay, it says here, do not drill holes in the product. Well, that's good advice. Okay, so we'll keep that instruction right there handy, because that is seriously good advice. I've seen people do that. Alright, now, according to the instructions, right, back to the instructions here, this bracket right here goes right here. Well, let me pull this out of the box so we can get a really good look at this. All right. Now, what's nice about this box too is the fact that you don't really have to pull it out of the box. You just pull the box right up, and there you go. Okay. So we're not going to worry about all this at the moment in the front. Okay. So, like I was saying right here, according to the instructions, let's see, yeah, this bracket goes on here like this, okay? And you use the screws that were included in this little hardware kit here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cut that open. And I'm going to place screws somewhere so I don't lose them. Right in here, okay? So, according to these instructions, you have to use the 3/8 screws. Okay, so there's only 4 of them. I believe, yep, 4. Let's see. Okay, so, alright, so here we go again. Here's another screw. And I'll put this in the hole where it goes. Can't see it. Kind of look though. There it is. Okay, it's right there. Alright, so say I'm just using a regular screwdriver, to put these screws in. Not using a screw gun. Some people are very careful about putting screws in like this, but the reason I do this by hand is because I'm trying to show people how to do things by example, you might say. Okay, if I showed you how to do this with a screw gun, or drill, I mean, you might over tighten the screws. I mean, I've watched people do that in the past. I'm thinking, gee, it's tight now. Okay, so there we go. There's that much. Okay, I'm going to show you on one side of the this unit on how the this accordion goes. Okay. You got, see, it's marked. This one here is marked right. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to pull this out like this, and then run the inside here through this channel. Okay, like that, and okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, and once you get that run down there, then you can push the these plastic ends here into the channel on top and bottom. There you go. See, like that. Okay. So, well, anyway, see now it's already attached here on the left side. Did that off camera. So now it's ready to be installed in a window. So here we are in a window. This is typical mobile home double window. See this window here, I'll show you. Right here, see this window moves up and down, okay? And then on the inside you have blinds. And then here you have this another window pane, okay? So you just got to run this window up as well, okay? There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and put this here so that it'll mount on the inside, okay? On the outside
part of this window. Okay, there. Oops. Okay. And ow, ow, ow. Okay. Okay. There. Okay. So there's that. Now I gotta run the window down. Okay. Of course, it helps if you got two people doing it, but well, I'm by myself, so here we go. Just kind of have to do it the way I can. Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and center this window a little bit. Okay. So it, measures about the same. Okay, don't have to be perfect. Yeah. And then I'll run this one here. All right, so right here you can tell. See this plastic accordion piece. This is actually in there pretty good. It's in there exactly the way you'd want it. Okay. Now, however, though, the bottom is not exactly the way you'd really want it, but it's the only way you can have it. So you've got to use some of the insulation that they give you in the kit. Okay. All right. So I've done something now about the lighting. A little bit that I can. Still got some lighting coming in here, but anyway, there's the air conditioner. I'm going to pull this energy guide off of here, so I could run some of this insulation here, okay, to block some of the air coming in, okay. But for this demonstration, I'm not going to do that, but I will run it. I'm going to run this air conditioner. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in. I'll plug that for now. So I'm going to plug this in right here in the wall. Okay, and this is a typical 15 amp system. This is a typical mobile home 15 amp outlet. So let's see if I can turn it on or something. Okay, that must be on. So the top knob here is, for the most part, your thermostat. Okay, so depending on where you have this set, anywhere from say 1 to 7 depends on your cooling temperature. So let's say we'll go ahead and we're hot and we want to run it all the way up. We turn it all the way up to 7, and then we can turn the AC here to this is low cool. Okay, right there. All right, I can hear the compressor kick in. All right, it's cooling already. But let's say that isn't really doing it, so we can hit it for punch it in for high cool right there. Okay, so you've got low cool and high cool, and then over on this side there's your fan selections on that knob. So yeah, it's putting out some cold air right now. Pretty good for a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. I mean, it's good for cooling small rooms and campers, things like that. I mean, I would use it for a camper any day, like especially if I were camping, during summer or something. During the winter, you'd have to have an alternative means of heat. But because this is strictly an air conditioner, it's not a heat pump it doesn't have any heat at all. So right here you've got the screws and the brackets and everything, okay, so that you could say put some screws in here to mount it. Right here will be a screw hole, and then right here, and then of course you can put brackets in wherever you want, just about anywhere anyway, but you never want to screw, remember, never screw into the air conditioner itself. Do not drill into it. Bad idea. Do not ever drill into it. If there's a screw hole
there already, yes, by all means put a screw through it. Okay, so over here on the side, there's a place for where you can pull a filter out. It's right here, okay? As you can see, it's a washable filter. All you have to do is wash it in the sink or something, okay? Just over the faucet. It's easy to pull out and put back in again. So, I mean, I'm thinking this is definitely a keeper, okay? I mean, for the price point and everything, I think that this is most definitely something that is worth getting for whether it's a permanent air conditioner for your home, or if it's a just a temporary one, like when the power goes down and you have to run on, say, generator power or something like that. I think that this would do the job. You know, so yep, it's a go. Thank you for watching.